The launch of the National Export Strategy took place under the auspices of Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe today. The 5-year strategy aims to enable Sri Lanka to reach its goal of $28 billion in exports by 2022. The NES identifies 6 sectors, namely IT and business process management, spices and concentrates, wellness and tourism, processed food and beverages, boat building and electronics, to ensure more value addition and facilitate greater access to regional and global markets. Technical assistance for developing the NES was provided through the EU-Sri Lanka Trade-Related Assistance Project funded by the European Union.
Early on in its tenure, the government made a specific request to the EU to provide trade-related assistance. And I'm pleased to say that today's event is the fruit of that request. Of course, the EU has already given a huge opportunity for significant growth in exports to the European market through the readmission of Sri Lanka to the GSP+. The European Union already accounts for 27% of Sri Lanka's global exports, making it the largest market for those exports. I hope that this strategy can be the platform for increasing that figure and for seeing Sri Lanka take greater advantage of the wider range of product lines under GSP+ to support greater economic diversification. If the government's to achieve its ambition of Sri Lanka becoming a regional hub for the South Asian region, and a very laudable ambition that is, there needs to be clear advantages for businesses in basing themselves in Sri Lanka.
Making this transition to an export and FDI-led growth trajectory is challenging, but it is the only option available for us. In 2017, Sri Lanka had the highest ever export earnings of $15.15 billion. And this year I'm confident that we will rise further to $17.2 billion. 2017 was also a record year for foreign investment. FDI inflow was a record $1.9 billion last year, and I'm confident that it will rise to around $2.5 billion this year. However, we must realize that these are extremely low figures in comparison to some of the other Asian countries. What is very clear is that Sri Lanka has a long way to go. And if we concentrate only on a market of 21 million people, we will never be able to achieve the rapid economic development rate that we need.
Global trade today is being conducted in the most intensely competitive environment, driven by the rapid advances in science and technology that now underpin industry and commerce. We can no longer say that we will make shoes to carry on with the apparel. We have to go up the value chain. We have got the GSP Plus back. It's not merely a few items. We have a large range of items. It also may be safer today, looking at the global trading environment, also to specialize in niche markets. So we have those options. We have signed a FTA with Singapore, and both Singapore and us agreed this will not apply to the free movement of people, whatever they shout. We have China, who's today talking of a FTA with us, and we want to spread it over 10 years. We are talking deepening the FTA with India. After the Singapore FTA, who comes in? Thailand, Malaysia, Indonesia. We'll cover the whole Bay of Bengal, which are going to be our new markets.